Okay. Hi, everybody, and thank you for joining our webinar. I am Eyal from Videolink, and today we invited Nick Wilkie, CEO of StreamText, and we want to share with you exciting news. We have did integration with StreamText, and we are now able to receive from StreamText closed captioning and embed them in real time over live video. And of course, use that video to send it out to any destinations that you want on social media, video platforms, and other CDNs. Hi, Nick, how are you?
Hey, good. Yeah, we're really excited about having this as an option for folks to encode that video stream if needed. And it's nice to kind of go through the workflow here to kind of see how it all works together. And Eyal really will show you his platform and how that all goes. So it's a pretty nice setup that he's got.
Great. So let's get to it. I'll share my screen and show you the Videolink console. So this is the Videolink console. This is the first thing that you're going to see once you open a Videolink account. What you have to do, the first step, is configure your video source. Our closed captioning service at the moment supports only RTMP in, meaning that you'll need to have either a hardware or a software encoder. And when you create, you will click new source. And this is what you're going to see once you create that source. You'll have an option here to give the source a name so you can remember it. You'll have the option to select your target media server in different zones. And you have to click here that you will publish the video using the RTMP protocol. You update, and what happens when you update, you have to click here to enable the source. And the encoder tab is going to open up. The first thing you got to do is you got to copy and paste the RTMP path and the stream key and put them inside your media encoder. You can then go into here, and this is what StreamText will need. You click on the CC button here, and you have to check the third box. The third option here says that you want to send closed captioning that are not in the video. The captions will come as separate data, and Videolink is going to merge it, sync it with the video, and enable it as closed captioning on top of the video. These are the credentials that you'll need. You'll have to copy the stream key and the password. And to save time so we can show you everything quickly, I already configured an encoder. I don't have a video encoder. So what I did is I basically enable WAVZA to send an RTMP signal. I'm waiting for the RTMP signal, and the signal is going to show up in here in the preview player. And I just muted the audio. And I already gave Nick the stream key and the password, and he's going to now show you and share his desktop and show you where you're going to plug them. So Nick, take it over.
All right, great. Thanks, Eyal. Well, here, now you can see my screen here, and I've got really the configuration. So this is just like a normal StreamText job. Everything is the same. You'll still have the same StreamText link. But to send it in to be encoded, you're just going to add those fields that Eyal was showing on there that you copy on the CC tab. The first one's going to be the server address. The next one's going to be the stream key. And the final will be the password. Again, these are all on that CC tab right there. I'm going to leave these settings just the same. Typically, you're not going to have to adjust these settings, but again, you have control over the line length and also some of the buffering. Again, the buffering is in there because this is, once it's sent to Videolink, you want to make sure all your translations have completed. So that allows you, if you need to add a couple seconds for capitalization macros or things to fire up, that's really what that's for. And that's it. I'm just going to go ahead and create the event. Again, just like a normal job here, where you're able to watch it. And then I'll switch back over to Eyal, but you'll see it's coming in here. And then I will stop sharing and we will go back to, we should go back to the Videolink screen, and it should be starting to stream into the video, hopefully.
Yep. And I'm sharing again my desktop, and we are here inside the Videolink dashboard. And what you're going to see is as soon as we sense that closed captionings are coming, we are showing a little CC button here. You want to click on it, enable the language that you use, and then hide it. and you can see that the closed captioning is already in the stream. And it's very simple. Once the captions are on the stream, they're basically a CEIA 608 protocol. They are able to then travel with the stream to any destination. So the next thing that you would like to do is basically activate the channel. You want to go live, and then you want to select destinations. So we have plenty of destinations you want to go to. You can go to social media sites, video platforms, different CDNs. If you have to go to any of to a destination that is not listed here, just click the RTMP and configure your destination. The setup is really, really simple. Afterwards, once you see the destinations underneath, you just have to click start, and then the video is going to travel with the closed captioning to the destination. And as long as there is a player that is able to enable and show closed captioning, you're going to be able to see them. If you have any questions or want to learn how to configure these destinations, very simple. Just go in here, go to the Help Center. And in the Help Center, you can type in here some keywords. For example, how to go to Vimeo. And you're going to have step-by-step instructions with different pictures that are showing what to do, how to do. It's relatively very, very simple. I'm going to stop sharing now. Yeah, so that's it. We are a couple of minutes away from just starting. It's really, really simple. I want to kind of emphasize that it's really, really simple. If it's difficult, don't hesitate to look in the help sections. If you are getting stuck, just pop up. We have a chat on the lower right side of the website. Start a chat conversation. We're going to guide you. Most customers that are trying this, they're able to get going and be up and running within a couple of minutes. It's really not complicated. So I think, yeah, Nick, unless you have anything else to add.
No, that was great. It really is a very simple. There is a technical thing of connecting up the video and doing that RMTP connections, but really that's very straightforward. And I do like the feature of being able to radiate it out to multiple destinations at the same time, which is really nice if your client needs to go to Facebook and YouTube and all those different locations at the same time. It does make it easy to go to all those areas at once. So anyways, thank you, Eyal. I appreciate the overview, and yeah, we're looking forward to adding this as a tool. It really is nice because it allows you really to get a lot of control over how you want to display those videos, and it allows you to take control of that process a lot more than other places and other times where you haven't had control over that connection setup. So anyways, if you've got any questions around StreamText too, or anything for us, please feel free to reach out to, and we're definitely always here to help you guys figure out how to solve your connection issues or problems you're trying to solve for your customers.
Great. And now we'll just take questions from the audience that are watching. Feel free to use the chat on the different platforms. We can see them all coming into the same window through Videolink. And we are happy here to take questions and to try to answer them.
Great.
All right, so I'm able now to see some of the questions that are coming through the platform here. I'm just scrolling through the different pages here. Just give me a minute. And we are streaming right now to Twitter, to Facebook, and to YouTube at the same time. Okay, so I have here. First question, it's coming from YouTube. Can you send live captions to Vimeo or to the old livestream.com? So that's a question for us. Yes, we can. All you have to do is select Vimeo as your destination, because you cannot anymore stream officially to livestream.com. Once you set up Vimeo as your destination, go to the Vimeo account, create a live stream. receive from them the RTMP path and the stream key, plug it into the Videolink destination, save it, and just activate the destination. If you have already your live video inside the Videolink preview player and you see the captions coming from StreamText, once you click Vimeo, it will send the video to Vimeo. Okay, so I am going now for the next question here, and this question is from a user on Facebook. How to send live captions both to Zoom meeting and to Facebook and YouTube via Videolink. So this is, I think, a question for you, Nick, because it involves the distribution of the captions into the Zoom platform.
Yeah, you can send them to Zoom directly from StreamText like you normally would. And then you can hook up to Videolink and have that send out to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So it's nice. We've got kind of a couple different ways of doing the same workflow now, but it's all in the same event. It would only be one event. You just add in the Videolink feed for the 2 extra feeds.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I have here a question coming from Facebook from Carrie, and she is asking, is the captions display limited to 1 line?
Currently, no. Actually, it's limited to, it has 2 lines. We actually will wrap the line and form a 2 line if there's more than that line length that's passed along. So yes, we do support more than 1 line.
Yeah, something that I want to add in here, because we are streaming out both to these the social media platforms, and we also allow the creation of a player, because some customers said, I want a player on my website. The player is going to stream the video using the HLS, the HTTP live streaming protocol from Apple, and that requires actually 1 line. So what we are doing is when we are sending the captions out to those different social media sites, we are basically take basically what you give us, Nick, and we are sending it out as is. But when we are bringing it to the player that we have, or we are providing a link that you can plug into your own player, that will use only 1 line.
Good to know.
Okay. I have a question, another question from Facebook, from Becky. I have a client with NewTek production switcher. Will this work with it? The answer is yes. Switchers that send out RTMP, we are basically compatible with any hardware or software encoder that can send out RTMP. We request that you send to us the video as RTMP, and then we are able to merge the closed captioning coming from StreamText and lay it on top of it and do the rest of the distribution. So, so Becky, yes, you can use TriCaster.
Good question.
I'm gonna go inside. You cannot get questions from Twitter. That's a pity. So I have here another question for you, Nick. This is coming from Facebook. How to prepare captions after the live event for VOD, for video on demand?
Okay. We have the ability to retain it in StreamText and create that time-coded file. So you will have a copy in StreamText of the time-coded file, and then we do have the tools for you to really package those and align the start time and those type of things in our back end. So you would use our post-production piece really to create that file, all part of the same event that you would have set up in StreamText.
Okay, very good. A feature that we did not cover in here, but that's for a different webinar. If you want to prepare a delayed broadcast, record it in advance, do some editing, use StreamText to create the caption file. What we now support is you can upload the recorded file of your broadcast. You can upload a VTT caption file, and basically go to the Videolink channel and schedule that file to broadcast anytime you want as a live stream. I have here a question coming from YouTube. Can I prepare the broadcast in advance, test the video with captions, and wait for going live? Yes, you can. This is actually what we've been doing here during this broadcast when I set up everything through the Videolink platform. So I prepared the Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube channels that we are using. I logged in, I got the stream keys automatically through integration, and then I basically run a test. So inside the video platform, the Videolink video platform, on the preview player, you can see the video coming from the encoder that we are using. You will be able to see the closed captioning. Once you're 100% sure, you can click on the different destination that you want to go to. And if that destination allows you to monitor before going live, you can as well do it in there and then physically go live. Something to make a note is that if you are using our integration with some of these platforms, it's tricky because some of the integrations will not allow you to do a preview, a test. So once you click start, it goes in. You cannot stop it anymore. So just be aware of that in advance. And if you want to do the test before you go live, use the manual mode. Don't use the login and the sign up mode. There is a question here that I think you can ask Nick. Will I get billed for each stream with captions with multi-stream out Videolink or only one time? So that means that's a question for you, because when they send the captions through you, do you bill them for every destination that Videolink is sending to stream out, or? I don't think so, right? I think we lost you, Nick. We cannot hear you.
Sorry about that. I muted my thing. Yeah, we don't charge for going out to Videolink or connecting to that, and additional. So you can go to Zoom, YouTube, Videolink, all in the same StreamText feed, and it's the same charge for that feed. We don't charge for multiple outputs for those. So you can go to as many as you'd like on the same event.
Okay. Another question for you, Nick. Do I do anything different to use Videolink on my caption software StreamText setup?
No. And that's what's really nice with most of the integrations we have. In fact, all of them. You basically set them up just like a normal StreamText job. Nothing different other than entering the Videolink credentials. That's all you need to do, and the rest you just set up the same exact way you normally would for a StreamText job.
Okay, that's good. That's a question for Videolink. Can you see the closed caption in the Videolink dashboard? Yes, you can. I actually mentioned it before. Once you connect your encoder, begin sending the closed captioning from StreamText to Videolink in the preview player, just go to the upper right corner. You will see a little CC. Click on it, enable the captioning, and you're going to be able to see closed captioning on the preview player. That will be an indication for you that the captioning is coming properly, and you are then verified. You basically just need to decide when you start transmitting it to all these social media platforms. I'm going one more time to take a look here if there are more questions.
Talking, you know, I mean, like.
Yeah, and yeah, I think we covered them all. I don't see any more questions. Guys, don't be shy. Whoever is watching it now, feel free to post questions, but I think we gave a pretty good coverage of the different scenarios. I have a question to you, Nick, that I'm not familiar with your workflow. Sometimes a video producer is going to say, I need transcripts of the event. Is this something that you guys are providing?
Transcript after the event?
Yeah, I need like a PDF, or
Yeah.
I need basically to know what
Yeah,
was
we
like
provide,
the recording.
yeah, we have the time-coded file, and we also have the transcript view as well, a text.txt file that they can pull into another, anything to edit or manage if they need to. Again, you have to opt in to retain the transcript in StreamText. That's the main thing, is make sure that you've retained it. On the security tab, there's actually a checkbox there for retain transcript. Because we have to actually have you opt in for that, just because of privacy and some of those concerns. But yeah, absolutely.
That's a very good feature, because especially that's with timecode, because a lot of them will want to take the recorded file that they recorded with timecode and then attach it to the captions file and make sure that it syncs in their editing software before they output short clips of the entire broadcast.
Yeah. We work with a platform as well called Caption Tools, captiontools.com. That's the editor that we actually have embedded into our editing experience. So they even have more tools for helping align that text and actually do some even more detailed post-production work as well. So there's even more beyond what we have in our admin interface as well.
Okay, great. No, it's all great. I'm very happy that we were able to work with you, Nick. There are no more questions, so we're going to kind of wrap up the webinar, keep it short and to the point. I am excited to work with you and support everyone that needs closed captioning on their live video. Yeah, if you have any questions, if you need support, we have a handful of articles, how to launch streams to different destinations, how to work with different encoders. Like we've seen during the demonstration here, the actual workflow to add the closed captioning from StreamText to Videolink is really straightforward. It's not complicated. So as long as you follow these instructions, you will be able to get your captions in the Videolink console. And if you get stuck at any point, we have a little chat on the lower right corner of the platform. Just click, chat to an operator. We also have what we call gold support. Some broadcasters are nervous when they're going to do a job for a large customer. And what we are offering, for a flat fee, $3.99 per month, you basically can book us to handhold you as you set up everything during your test. I do it all the time with customers. And our goal is to make you comfortable so you can run these broadcasts by yourself. But I understand that sometimes the first 1 or 2 shows you're a little bit nervous, and we are here to help. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it too. We love adding this on. It's nice to have a good alternative for cloud encoding, and I really do like the feature of being able to also redirect it to so many different areas with the same feed. That's really a nice feature. Not only do you have, you're not saying in one place, you can do it all in the same place and not have to go to another service to do that redirection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great. So again, thanks, Nick, for joining us for this webinar. And we look forward to be working with you guys. If you have any questions, just reach out to StreamText or to Videolink, and our teams will be very happy to assist.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Good to see you all, and I hope you all have a good weekend.